Hello. How are you, sweetheart? I'm good. I need to stop pushing these buttons. How are you? Hello, always. What's been up? You been sick? Oh, we don't do sick, honey. Let me get that sickness out of you. Let me pull that sickness up out of you. I thought I'd peep in on y'all for a minute. That's all. See how y'all doing. Y'all up. See who's up. Up, up, up. I'm sorry you've been sick. You got to feel better. Is there anything that I can do? The Disney drawer. Exo somebody. I've been up walking all day, so I feel like I need to sit down. Hi, Joy Joy. Hi, sweetheart. I've been good. I don't know what I done did to the screen if I turn it that way, but then the comments don't. I hit a button. It's saying something. I don't know. I'll go back that way. I don't know what I did, y'all. I hit a button. It says orientation is lock, rotate device back. What did I do today? I did a lot of training. I did training today. I did some training. I am the trainer on my job. And I actually had a good time. I did. I had good students today. Had a problem with the audio, but I decided I don't need the audio. I talk a lot. So we kind of just worked it out with the books. We just did the books, did the test, and got our butt out there and got these people qualified and passed. And so that's what I did. What you do today? What did you do today? Joy, how are you? How are you? Muddy, how y'all ladies doing? I don't know what I did. I hit some stupid button on here. But I'm like, I got to sit down for a minute. Hey, Harlem, sweetheart. Hey, family time. Well, I got the water on my bushes for a minute. Yep. Hello in Chinese. No, no dress on. I'm got my easy E. We want easy. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. You went to school, then you made some videos on your phone. Well, you got to send me your link so I can watch your videos and give you some likes. I watched a lot of videos today. Let me tell you one video I watched on TikTok. It was I don't know. They had this cat was annoying this Dutch hound dog right on the couch, and they were going at it. Like in the owners of these animals is okay with them fighting the way that they do. Rubber roof in Pittsburgh. I'm getting ready to have my roof replaced too. I'm waiting for them to send the check back. You have to send the check in because it's a third party. So I'm waiting on them to send the check back. Then my contractors will start the work. What's up, Grandma? Lucania. What's up, Grandma? I am Grandma. I definitely am. Rish the fish. What's going on? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I wish you was here. You probably would have ended up getting the job here. I could have been getting a good deal through you. So, but that's what I'm waiting on. Hopefully I'll get to it before fall. But I'm waiting on the company to send me the check with their signature on it so that I can do the deposit. Are y'all giving me a like button today? Are y'all hitting my like button? Do I know how to subscribe to people on app? I will if you walk me through it. Do you want me to get my other phone so I can do it? The square foot on. Oh, you know what? I have the paper right here. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you what the square footage is. See, here's my contractor. So here's my paperwork. See that? So, it's kind of what I'm waiting on. Now, where do I find all of that at? You see those numbers on there? Can you see those numbers? See those numbers on there? See? I do have a dog. His name is Teddy. You don't have a button, Pat? Why you don't have a button? He wants to know the square footage, and I don't know where I'm gonna find that at. But that's what I'm working on. Getting the roof on the home. See? Getting the roof. So what the adjuster did was, let me see. Oh, what I did with it. Oh, see, they gave me all of this. See, Xavier, you see that? Can you see all those numbers? Roof vent, hip ridge cap, asphalt starter, removing flasher, rain cap. I don't know what all that stuff is, Xavier, but 450 per square foot. Now on here it says how many. I could tell you how many flat. What do you call it? The flaps or something, or something. He estimated. Oh, it says 4,619 surface area, 412 total perimeter length, 4619 number of squares, 146 total ridge length. Does that help? I see. I don't know if that's expensive or not. I wouldn't even know that. I'm not no roofer. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that they approved enough money to get it done with. you, you feel me? So it's going to be a little messy around here. Yeah, it says 46, 40. And you made me go back to it when I put it up. It says, so you tell me how much you would have charged if I tell you 40. How many flaps did I say? You made me forget. 40 something. 46.19. Hi, Sir McWell. Thank you for your morning inspiration. I read them every time you post them up. Yeah, I do. Every time you post one, I was like, yep, that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. So thank you. And then today I had time to pop in to stand up this morning. No, thank you. Sometimes you got to hear it from other people, right? I hear you, I see. And then guess what I do, Sir McWell? I walk on up out of here knowing who is the head of my life. I know that. No, it's not big. It's I got a small roof. I have a bit. Let me show. I'm gonna show you this one time. I'm draining the pool out back too because I gotta take it down to get ready to set up for this trunk going away college party, which will be happening on the 30th. So I don't know if you can see. See my roof? There's the roof. There's the roof up there. All of that. See that? Oh, well, you can't see that. So, getting ready for that. Got a few people coming out. My mom is coming up. 3,500. That's it. Damn, dude, I should have hired you. I have a whole lot of money left over. I mean, bring you up here. 3,500 family. Come on now. You listen. But I don't even, but where are you? Yeah, maybe a little bit more, but roughly I'm anticipating about maybe 5 to 7,000 with, with me twerking at it or tweaking at it. So, oh, you in Pittsburgh? You can't even do it. Hey, I'm coming to Baltimore. I'm coming to Baltimore. Yep. Um, Saturday, this Saturday, that do seems very reasonable. I wish you were in the area. But this Saturday, I'll be in South Carolina. So I'm going to put my destination when I come live. So if you have time and if you're close to me, come on out and meet your girl. Come on out and say, what's up, Papoose? I'm in South Carolina this coming weekend. Um, Weekend after next. What is that? The 23rd? I think I'll be in Rochelle, New York. I appreciate all of you guys that praise for my safety on that road out there. I'm going to Baltimore. I think it is the first weekend of September or the second weekend of September. I'll be in Baltimore. And then I have, is it Syracuse? I know I'm going to Rochelle. I know I'll be in South Carolina this coming weekend, back on the road. Thank you, Sir Miguel. So, and then I know Baltimore is on the agenda. And then I believe New York one more time. Buffalo, I think it is. So, yeah, I'm out there, you guys. And this is just something that I like doing. And that is giving back. So, like I told you guys, I'm involved in this organization. The One of the CEOs, if he was just up there in the White House this past couple of days, so he's made it back. And then they had an event in Chicago, but I kind of don't do too much of Chicago events like that. I like to travel to the ones that's out and I get to meet different people and stuff. But when I tell y'all, it's a wonderful feeling because when I go out there, I don't worry about who has what and who don't has what. I don't worry about that. We get some people out there, and they may pull up in the Benz and and the Lamborghinis and all that stuff. I just don't pay no attention to it. If they're here and they heard about it, and and they showed up, if it's us, that's giving it away. It is what it is. What I do feel good about is that I'm giving, I'm sharing, I'm passing it on. So it's pretty cool. It's really, really, it's pretty, yeah, I'm loving it. I do. So you say you've been, yeah, I've been gone, girl, every weekend. Hey, Robin. But still staying in touch with the YouTube. I be missing y'all because I be wanting to come on here, have so much fun. But when I get there, it's usually music playing, and of course, I'll get the strikes because my channel is monetized. So I can demonetize it, but then I don't feel like doing all that because when I come back on here regular like I do, it's staying monetized. I don't work for free. I don't want to work for free either. So it's going to stay that way. And of course, I'll wait for the ads to get placed on whatever videos that I post on. And that's fine with me. I'm not demonetizing my channel as I'm traveling. But I do like sharing it with you guys. There's still a lot that I just won't share because of the type of people that most of us, that you have to deal with on here. And people sit and they lurk to do some crazy stuff that don't have to be done. No, Sheila, that's on the 30th. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry, girl. But nope, on the 30th, I'll be driving Coda Bear following her, I guess, up to the college because she's going to be taking my car for now. I've been doing that. We done put new tires on it. I done replaced the ball joints. I done replaced the brakes. I have had it service tune up on it. So what else we've done? It's ready to go. Tip top shape for her. The battery, you're gonna have to wait on that. I was gonna replace it, but it seems to be doing okay. But those batteries for those hybrids, y'all, they start at $400. Okay, they $400, but they run for many, 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 many years. Yeah, it's coming. So, and I think that she's ready. She's ready. I went and got her Amazon gift list is out there, right? And flyers that went out for her invitation to, to invite people. And so I went on there to see what she had put on there, right? And I noticed that there was kind of a two big ticket items. So I went on and purchased them. I was like, I'll get the big ticket items and just let everybody else deal with kind of the small things, right? I asked Cole, I said, what you think you're moving in the mansion? You're not moving in the mansion, you're moving in a shoebox, girl. You don't need all this stuff, but I'll let her figure that out when she goes. I like for you guys to pray for her, pray that safety is a first concern for me. And it makes me nervous because of we watch TV or we see on the news, especially when it comes to our younger females up there in college, and getting involved with stuff. I pray that she don't start drinking or smoking. I pray that, she do, kind of just not get involved with a lot of stuff that is enticing to us when we go to college. You want to join a frat or you want to kick it over here, you want to kick it over there. I've I pretty much think that I've given her all that I can give her. One of my most concerns is, leaving out in case you want to run to the store at night or so, by yourself. Because I've watched a lot of females just not return. And y'all know what I mean. So, and that's the most that we can do as a parent. So I'm having a hard time with that. And Coda has never done anything for me to not trust her. Coda has always been honest and open with me. So I'm a little nervous. I don't want her to get caught up where, a guy or a group of people may say, well, it's okay, girl, come on. And I'll be telling her, don't worry about what they call you. They could call you chicken or whatever. You have to, like Sir Miguel post up about how we should stay close to God. So I try to instill that in her. I have not been the one that picked up a Bible a lot. However, my mom made us go to church every Sunday. We was in church every Sunday. And it was up until what? I got ready for sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, where now I felt like I don't want to get up this early. I don't want to go, so kind of fell away from it. But at the same time, I realized that I didn't have to be in the church to have God. And I learned that around, I want to say 17, 18, 19. I realized that I didn't. I realized that all you had to do was just feel that he was in you. And if he's in you, it was just there. The anointing is like there. Don't do that. So I never was the one easy to be enticed. You know what I mean? I never was the one easily to be manipulated. And y'all know that the way my mouth can get lit on here, like I'm never the one that is tolerable to BS. I will nip it in the bud like that, like boom. Oh, nope, I don't think so. So my oldest daughters be telling me, Mom, you don't even know Coda like that. Coda will shut stuff down. Coda do this. But inside of here, because she is pretty much, I want to say 80% introverted. Like her circle is extremely small. Coda Bear gets hurt really bad if she finds someone that she may chooses to connect to, and then they kind of connect to her for a minute or so, and then all of a sudden they disappear, or there's some disparate treatment against her, and they didn't hooked up with some people that she just won't hook up with. She hurts easily that way because she'll feel like that, man, that was my friend and that was a good person. And I said, well, what happened? She'd be like, I don't know. And so the reason that I can give to her why some girls may separate from her is because they don't like what you don't do. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then as TD Jakes would say, and if they walk out of your life, let them walk. Let them go. That means that they wasn't there. What's going on, LaKendra? What's going on? LaKendra, my silly partner, y'all. Something wrong with LaKendra crazy. Crazy. But I love people with that type of personality. No harm and crazy at heart. It's like, I mean, two buckets in a bucket. We don't give us, just laugh at it and let life continue on. That's just me. So, Miss Brown, hey, boo boo. So, and I, you guys, I talked to my mom the other night. She freaks out when I'm on the highway, y'all. My mom literally calls me like I am 16, 17 years old. Well, where you at now? Well, how long you gonna be? Well, it's bad out there. Well, why you? And I'm like, oh my God. Now, forgive me, Sir Miguel, because I have sinned. There is some times that I gotta tell my mom a little white lie. You know what I'm saying? Just to get her off the phone, like, I mean, then when I get off, I'll feel bad about it, but I don't know. I need help. I need help. I don't know how to stop my mom from trying
Mhm.
to treat me like I'm 14. You understand? I struggle with it. I don't know how to address it. And I always feel like I'm being trapped in it. Like I'm being trapped in what she's doing, and I don't know how to get out of it, you guys. I'm not ever disrespectful to my mom. Ever. Can you please wish my dog, Miss Brown? He said wish his dog a happy birthday. He wants you to wish his dog a happy birthday. So I don't know how to deal with it, Sir Miguel. I feel like that at my age, I shouldn't have to bow down to my mom. I should be able to tell my mother, listen, mom, I'll call you when I get home. Scorpio, hey, love. Sheila, Sheila, listen, honey, I'm, I'm trying. But there's a part of me that feels like that I need to tell my mom, listen, I'm grown. I'm okay. I'm fine. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. But then I feel like if I say those things, then she may feel like my character with her as her daughter, like, you ain't never done this. You don't talk. You ain't never talk. So I don't want her to start feeling some type of way where, okay, well, I won't call you in a week because I don't want that. I literally have to hear from my mom every day. However, I'm starting to not like the fact that what I do, everything that I do, she feels that she has a say so in it. That's the part I don't like. Now, I don't share with my mom because there's limits to this stuff, right? I don't share with my mom what goes on in my home. I don't share with my mom absolutely because that in my personal adult life, she be asking, this or that. I'm like, damn. You understand what I'm saying? So now y'all have to excuse my hair because it's growing like crazy. I don't know what to do with it right now. So it's just let's just call this unruly hairstyle. I have unruly hairstyle, but And I want it to grow like crazy so I'll be able to, just have it drop wild, be buck, just crazy. But this stuff here, baby, I just like it because it's so soft. Sir Miguel, woo, look at that Sir Miguel. It's so soft, Sir Miguel. You could like be like, oh damn, this like a white afro, Sir Miguel. You be like, baby, your hair is what you got, what you using on there. It don't feel like them slave people now, Sir Miguel. You'll be like, damn, boo, your hair is, baby, what you using on your hair? It's like a white afro. White people afro. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. But anywho, for real though, for real. Right on through it, Sir Miguel. This stuff here, it's so soft. I be doing this at night to myself, Sir Miguel. I don't be freaking myself though. But I be like, damn, girl. How you get your hair so soft like that? Damn, boop. Freaking myself. Nah, I don't freak myself. That's a sin too, ain't it, Sir Miguel? You're not supposed to freak yourself. But if you freak yourself quietly and nobody knows about it, is that like a partial sin or I mean because God knows, right? How do I now? What do I supposed to do with that, Sir McGuire? Not that I freak myself. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. So if you freaking yourself, right? We offer my mom because I don't know how to deal with that. And like Sheila just said, let mom be mom. But I thought they said it's a sin in the Bible. I thought I read that. You're not supposed to freak yourself. I'm just saying. I ain't saying, I'm not saying like I do. I'm just saying. So, because, when you be having an urge or something like that and you be thinking like, and then I'd be like, and I can't do that because God, that's a sin. Like, how do you go to God, forgive me? Because how do you ask forgiveness on freaking, I mean, he will forgive you though, right? So, I guess it's all good. I don't know. Shit's crazy though. Life is crazy, I swear. But like I say, after I tune into you guys, you and stand up, and it's molded me a little bit, okay, on this YouTube stuff. Now when I'm ready, that's when I'm ready, and it is what it is. But um, just to have the inspiration, part of it. Um, when you think that you've forgotten about it or you don't take that time to put your 5 minutes in, I have to snatch myself back because that's not me. And then I'm thinking like, okay, well, what's gotten me away from my 5 minutes? What's gotten me away from putting my stuff in my box like I used to do? I would write every little notes and stuff down and put it away, even good things by saying thank you. I have to acknowledge the things that I put in the box a while back. And I've noticed that, wait, I don't have that problem anymore. But what I forgot to do behind that is to follow up. Because if I don't have this problem anymore, then Jesus worked it out. But I forget to thank him sometimes. I'm like, thank you. I forgot to put my note in the box, so catch back up on that. But it was YouTube, getting caught up in a whole bunch of the buffale, and I'm still hearing a lot of the buffale that's just never gonna go away. Watching all of the different things out there. There's a part of me that just does not draw it to me, like the YSL case. It doesn't draw me to it at all. I am that person where if I notice that there is a circle that may have a percentile of dirt, it's dirty. It's dirty. And I just don't like touching too much of dirt too much, Even kind of to talk about it just feels dirty to me because at the end of the day, with this case going on, and it has attracted so many people around the world to them, and looking at the foolery going on in the United States court system and the people that are involved in it and this or that. It's opened up a airway for entirely too many people building their own propaganda and their opinions on it and things like that. I'm from the outside looking in on this YSL stuff. And I determined that it is. But okay, Scorpio, hugs, girl. I'm going to bed too. I'm just watering my grass, so I'm in my bushes. And as soon as that done, I'm just gonna lay down. But I had missed the company over here, so that's why I just kind of clicked on while I had a minute to do so today. But you said that's all that's matters. Keep enjoying life as God has given you. Absolutely. But that's a dirty fight. And it did get out of control. It got out of control, hell, when it started, allowing, certain actions of people that has taken a stand to, do and say things as they feel like saying them, coming out here confusing so many people that is watching this case is just ludicrous to me. And I'll tell you this, there's no way, no how in hell that once I've learned of a person that has acknowledged and openly admitted to the world, the part of the world of the people that is tuning into this, that I am a liar, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I can't understand for the sake of me um, how anybody would be comfortable um, in the presence of a human being like that, because you just never know. You never know. And if you have to go through that part of communicating with a person on basis of what they have said, how could you communicate with them? What are we doing here? Be like, what are we doing here? You know, I've listened to this young man say on a daily basis that, I lied to them. I lied to that's a lie, and that's a lie, and that's a lie. So now, 80% of the people that is watching this entire case, and their propaganda is you don't even know when he's telling the truth anymore. And I get it. They left it up to the juror now, now to be able to make their decision on what's the truth and what's not the truth in this case. But it's ridiculous how it played out, and not only that, um, the clout off of it. I get that he made music. He decided to do that, I guess, sitting in jail, according to one of the podcasts that I was listening to. But I don't know. Seems like, and respectfully, he's made a big name for himself, and you got half of the people out here that's loving him, and half of the people are confused by him. However, this is not a person that you would want to have a daily communicable a conversation with, and expect for an honest, a reliable opinion, or the fact because you don't know, you just don't know. That's a scary person to be around, but I watch all of the people that are comfortable, that is not his immediate family. It's got to be scary. I don't know, it's got to be scary. However, I was just thinking, the one of the pictures that I saw is with that bumpkins lady or whatever. How would that turn out? Hopefully, there's never or have been any type of relationship, no other than her being his attorney for that one day. Hopefully, that doesn't come out in the light, and there was nothing ever there for them knowing each other. But I think that there's a distance in a living situation. She's in a whole nother state than he is. Hopefully, it's like that. I seen where a real attorney, Esquire, kind of addressed the situation about the photographs being taken up in the courtroom. Don't know how or if something's going to come out of that, but that case is a little too much for me to even want to be involved. It's hard to opinionate on it because you don't know if you're opinionating on something that is the lie or the truth. So I can't. It's like screw that case. It's also could be a scary case, especially getting close to people where you have not been around them in the background. It can be scary, walking down the street or sitting in a restaurant or something like that with someone like that because of the level of involvement that he had once had with some of the guys that I would look at as notorious. Not saying that they were gangbangers or not. I don't know, but I do know from me looking at it that these are street guys. So, if you cherish your life and you don't want to get caught up and things like that, there's just a level to the game where there has to be just a separation from that. But I get it. We there's a lot of they use the word what clout chasing, clout chasing, clout chasing. Before we know it, he'll probably be in a mansion on the top of the world because he has a lot of society that is possibly putting them up there. You're getting them up there. You're getting them up there. But it's what's crazy to me is, and I have to take it to um, Mr. Kelly, right? Here we are where we couldn't get half of the world to see the wrongful injustice being done to Mr. Kelly. But we can have half of the world that is cheering on a guy that was once a street person, a guy that sat on a live broadcast saying that well, he shot up a barbershop. Him and some he said that, and I heard that, and I'm saying, well, and he's walking the streets. Everybody seems to be okay with that. I do think that there's going to be some repercussions behind that because it was stated. And first thing that I'm thinking about is, yeah, they granted him immunity, right? I don't know if it was on state or federal, but what about 3 or 4 or 5 years from now? What about we forget about retaliation? What about the owner of that barbershop or that may feel like coming back saying, oh, well, now we finally know? There was no immunity saying that, okay, no one else can press any type of charges against a person. They were probably waiting for that shit to be admitted out and now definitely finding out who shot up this barbershop. They were probably sitting in the cut just waiting on that. And just as slick as a can of D40 oil, those state people got it out of them. I was like, what, nigga? What? What you just said? What you said? You understand? You there's I do predict that there could be a whole lot coming, for this. And guess what? You'll be out there wanting to have your picture taken and having great interviews and dinners and at a restaurant or so, you know. And these are people that just not paying attention to this. But he said he's out there every day. But the same way that God comes on his time and not ours, it's kind of usually the same way that the a human in itself works, you know. It may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, maybe a couple years down the road. You never know who is watching you. So my eyes lit up when I heard him say that. And I'm thinking, boy, don't you know now that those owners or whoever, whatever, can probably possibly come now and want to press charges on that, which is a whole different entity of what the immunity is offering him right now. I was like, oh, hell no. But, they say it's when you think that you're so smart and so clever. I think that it's crazy, right? Because I think that when I hear people doing stuff like that, because God is mysterious God, right? This is me overly thinking, right? Outside the box. Created us, right? Brain, everything, all the way down to your toes, right? And I think that there's part of the spirit that knows that when you have done something possibly wrong, whether if you are defending yourself, I get it or not, right? That it will make you do these confessions. Like you're conscious, right? I guess it's a conscious working method, right? It's like you're talking so fast. And sometimes you feel like if you release some things that you shouldn't be releasing, that you feel that level of relief off of you. Whew, I finally got that out. But I think in a sense like, no, yeah, that was God. That was God working. That's just how, I put my two and two together to develop the mystery of life on why we do things and how we do things. What do we do things for? When do we do things? And that, that's just my crazy way of thinking. But I think that that's valid. I think that that's a valid way of thinking, like it is what it is. But that's that case going on, right? And so then the second one that I watch a lot is the runner up one with that freaking Dalton stuff down there with the Tiffany hen yarn. There is now a growing amount of channels, you guys. A growing amount. I have a video, once I have time, that I did want to play um, with one of the previous mayors right before Henyards. This is the one that had a heart attack, right? And hopefully she's doing well or whatever. But same mess went on. The exact same mess went on, I tell y'all. So to find out that Dalton been going through this same repetitive crap down there about money, about residents, about property, about this. It's been crazy. Really, oh, really crazy. I forgot I had some meat in the oven until I start smelling it. I start smelling it. But as far as the Las Vegas situation, I hope that most of you guys that do follow it have finally heard that they actually found no wrongdoing down there pertaining to Miss Super Mayor. Yep, that was put out. We ain't talking about that much, but it's out there. And I usually try to find the spotlight of why they have not came and gotten her. They're not going to come and pick her up based on what all of these content creators developing in their stories, because most of it is just I don't want to say hate, I'll say dislike. Dislike is, whoa, this story is hot, let me jump on this train. You watch these people that is getting 30, 40, 60,000 views on it. That's a check. That's a check. We do in once those checks start running in on a hot story that you pick up, you're going to continue to run with that story. Once you realize that you have captured a crowd of people that is liking what you say, you stay on that level of speaking. That's a check. So I'm just listening to these people. It's one lady out there. She rolling in the views, y'all. But as I listen to her, she never balances out her story. Everything is demising Super Tiffany. And y'all, I don't see her ever doing any content on other people that may have involvement in the situation. There's way more if you're going to drop what you feel like is gems on a person and your personal reason why you want her picked up. It's usually more than one person involved in the matter. It's the way that I see it. But because she holds the supervisor position and things of sort, it's like, well, we just gonna do her. The way that I see it is, if they do get their wish honored with having her locked up for what they are saying, and that is the allegations of stealing money. That's because that's pretty much all they use for their propaganda is the money situation, right? I guess it wasn't such a bad thing for a lot of the other stuff that is being done down there in Dalton. It's just a bad thing about the mishandling of money and how the deficit has grown. I guess that's the problem. I don't know. I was watching another mayor who allegedly got into a situation where their community also did a petition on her involvement with mishandling money. And I believe that it ended up being, if I can remember, around the 30,000 ballpark figure. Um, she rectified the situation, went through a little bit of humiliation. She used the money also for some of her traveling expenses, okay? And it was handling uh, certain business affairs for that state. She came out and dealt with the people and everything. And how did she fix it? She ended up just repaying. They allowed her to just repay the money back off of her personal account, and she still ended up being mayor. So I don't see how this is going to work out for her, Tiffany. And that's the only reason why I stick around and hang on by a limb on this damn story. But it's a lot of YouTube country creators. It's like, can't, like they say, can't believe everything you read, and you sure can't believe everything you hear. So I see that Mr. Kelly is back out here, um, still doing the damn thing, fighting for his freedom as he should. Seems like that there's more people that is listening, and hopefully through many of us continuing to pray that he would either get release on bond from the Supreme, and or they let him go. Just kill it all. You know, he still has the Minnesota coming up. That I'm sure that they are preparing to fight. I decided I just should probably go back on Pacer for a little bit. I just sick of, listen, when you got one too many bills, sometimes you got to cut some of them. Be like, whoa, that's a bill. Let me cut this bill. I think my chat froze, so I'm trying to log on to my other phone. There we go. There we go. Zoe in the chat. Claudine in the chat. Look at my chat froze on here at Scorpio. That's crazy. I don't know why this phone do this. And I was too lazy, you guys, to go downstairs. I was entirely too lazy to go down and really log on to the computer because I didn't have to. Lavelle's in the chat. Hi, Lavelle. Haven't seen, well, yeah, I do. I see Lavelle. He be over on Cherry Inn. What's going on, Cherry? Cherry? I be seeing. Look at my queen. We need to talk. My queen, you could bring it on, cause you already know I'm Super Team Tiff. Super Team Tiff. Oh, I miss she. Let me go back up. Let me see. I want to respond to some of y'all. That's my boy Lavelle. I'm good, Lavelle. How are you? Look, Kendra says, oh, she's talking, oh my God, I can't believe I missed all of this. Mary Lou, missed you. Hello, wave back. I wave back. Reba, hi guys. Okay, so that's where I'm at. I'm at Reba. I'm caught up. Look, Kendra says she don't recall. I forgot what I was talking about for her to say that because I just been sitting here running my mouth, trying to just vibe with you guys for a little bit. It's all a lie. Mistrial case. You think that it's all a lie. I don't know what to think anymore. Like I say, I watch it. I tune into it on my drive to work. I listen to it off of Fox 5 Atlanta. Y'all, that Fox 5 Atlanta chat room on that YSL, it be literally lit. You hear me? It be lit, y'all. It be going so fast. I be catching some of them, but it be lit, honey. Now, I be seeing that 11 Alive out here on the YSL, but that Fox 5, man, I love going over there. I be watching it from the Fox 5 Atlanta. I mean, them be some, they be telling it, y'all, in the chat. They be telling it. This shows, yeah, the system, I think, is just not working. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Bumpkins, I don't know, you guys. I feel let me give you my opinion on Miss Bumpkins, right? I feel like this with her. You went in to fill in. She went in to fill in for one day for what's his name? Malanique. What's that attorney name that just got suspended for um that Woody boy, his attorney, right? So he's suspended for 6 months, okay? Now, mind y'all, when they went to, I don't know what number break they was on, might have been lunch. I think they went to lunch yesterday, day before yesterday, something like that. Woody was in the chat on Atlanta 5, okay? He was in the chat. And in that chat, I believe 3 people were posting in there. I wonder if this dude knows that his attorney is suspended. I truly believe that that's where Woody found out that his attorney was suspended. Right after they came back from lunch and he resumed on that stand, he brought it up. But mind you, before he brought it up, you think I'm lying? Go read the chat back over on yesterday. He was in the chat and they were in there. About 3 people I saw them post up. I wonder if this boy even know that he's in court without an attorney, his attorney. However, let me say this, right? I don't know if you caught this part, LaKendra. Explain to me, how is it that that judge, she rebuttals back after after Woody mentioned to her that I just heard that my attorney is suspended. And I don't think that I should proceed without an attorney being here for me. And that judge, within 2 seconds, responded behind Woody by saying, "Oh, we already have someone," or she says, "No, we already been talking to someone, and this guy is this such. He's from the public." I could have sworn. Now, and I'm saying to myself, well, how you been looking into an attorney already that fast for him? To me, it seems like before she says, "Would you like to find one, or would you like for me to help, get you one?" And so he in turn says, "Well, I'd like for you to help, you pick them." And then that's when she says, like, "Okay, fine. I already been talking to some standbys. That's pretty." So, and I was like, "You have?" So to me, I took that like the judge and a few others were probably already ahead of the game. They probably already had caught wind that this attorney was going to be facing this suspension, right? That's what's kind of, hi, PD Love. That's kind of how I took it. And I was like, wait a minute, you already been talking to some people over the stand, but did you already anticipate, or did you already know that he was going to lose his attorney? Now, look at it this way too, LaKendra. The judge is facing everybody in the courthouse. You mean to tell me that nobody seen his attorney in there? Nobody. Nobody seen his attorney standing up in there. Oh, she said she couldn't do that last week, and now she's doing. Yeah, she's doing it. You're absolutely right. I remember that. I recall that. I recall that. Not I do not recall, but look, I like when you get into the courtroom, right? I'm used to the court, everybody kind of doing the roll call. The judge is so and so in attendance. Is this person in attendance? Okay, do you like did she forget to do the roll? What happened to the roll call? Maybe now she's probably gonna have to do attendance to make sure that everybody is there with adequate attorneys that they're supposed to have. So that there kind of brought me, a little suspicious to me. It's like, what the how do you not? How is the judge? How you sit there proceeding, and when Woody gets on the stand, and instead of saying, well, "Okay, is Woody's attorney here?" Like that should have been on the record with the attorney responding back here. So that was really awkward, to me. Very, very awkward to me. I don't know. It just raised a flag to me. Now, but back to Miss Bumpkins, right? I gotta tell y'all how I truly felt about that. Because you try to put yourselves in another person's shoes momentarily. And so she came, she stood in, then she asked to be excused from the case because she was only notified for her to just do a stand-in for that one day. Bam, she's done. Woody, he don't want her. He tells her. I heard him say, "Nope, I don't want her on my case." They asked, the Judge Granfield asked him, "Do you want her?" And she's saying no. He says no. But then in turn, I click on another time and he's on a channel and they lollygagging and hee ha ha. I was like, but wait. On the stand, it sounded as if she would not be a candidate for him to even want to be around. Like she was just, oh, no, I don't want her. But was easily accepting an invite on the channel with her. I couldn't understand that. You also, you don't want her as an attorney, but you didn't mind being sociable with her. I don't understand that. Help me understand that. Because I mean, that's just how he presented it. Like, I don't like her. I don't like the way she represents, or I don't know her. I haven't been talking to my case or any sort with her. So I don't, so that's the energy that I had, you know, kind of was feeling between those two. And then next thing I know is like he's doing a interview with her. However, with Miss Bumpkins, if you would put yourself in her shoes, right? And I get it, she's an attorney and respectfully, but once you're done with that case and you ask to be removed from that case, it's almost like just go away from that case. Go pick up another case. Go see if you, I mean, is she a standby attorney? If they could call her in like that, I guess. But she still wanted involvement in with what's going with the case, and I was like, what the fuck? What is this that I am watching, man? What is this? I think that it's pretty weird. Not only that, I on the way home I saw that she was live with another young lady, and then a guy came on, and you have the other guy, the young lady, and the guy that was on there just saying some things of how, or quoting Woody on some things. And I'm saying to myself, but wait a minute, Miss Bumpkins has built communicating relationship with this guy. And I was like, well, I wonder if she's in favor of some of the things that they're saying or not in favor of some of the things. But I guess she couldn't acknowledge it in a sense of that way because it wasn't about that. Maybe I don't know, or maybe she's, I guess, not really as friendly as it may appear to have been on her show when Woody was on there. So maybe it was that these people are sending out a whole lot of mixed crazy things. Okay, you guys, I might miss some of y'all posts, but I'm gonna take this phone with me. I gotta go and move the water to the other bush right quick. I said 30 minutes, but I believe it's been 40. So it's very, very weird. However, I just feel like, from the learning, who this person is. I've watched him on several of saying the same. No, y'all can't see me for now. I see where the water at. Down my big one. Hold on, y'all. I got it. Now we'll let that go for about 30 minutes, y'all, and then I shall get my butt ready to get me at least 8 hours of sleep. So, but I don't know how y'all feel about it. Are y'all enjoying? Because I'm sure a lot of people, you guys are watching it or tapping into it. But how do y'all feel about it? Shit's crazy. Oh, all the water's out the pool. That's the bad. Hold on a minute. I gotta set the phone down for a sec. Okay. That all drained out just fine. Oh, get in this house. Get in the house. Okay. Son, God. A girl, don't say that. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute. She's the sister son, she is Thug's sister, son, godmother. Oh Lord. Isn't that a conflict of interest though? I don't know. What do y'all what do you don't like about the judge though, Claudine? Is there anything that you kind of don't like about her? I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. She checked him today though, girl. She's like, that's enough of that bathroom shit. I ain't excuse all of you. I didn't go do this for y'all. Everybody disappeared from the courtroom when the sound went down. I guess everybody had to go. Come on, Ted. Had to go and use the restroom, I guess. She was like, where everybody go? I ain't dismissed nobody. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I listened to the interrogation for a little bit before I went into training and things like that. So, but the people think that it's amusing, that back in 2000, what was it, 15 or 16 or so, that he volunteered and brought himself in because he did not want a charge being put on him for something that he says that he did not do, but that led to more questioning and more information being brought out on the scene by him, So there's the people out there uncomfortable with that. People trying to determine what is a snitch and what's not a snitch, I I don't know. I think snitch is just so borderline of being one, like now, I'm just randomly just talking to you, like, is this snitching is something that will cause someone to get in trouble for something behind what you're saying. So that is what snitching is. Yeah, you don't like the fact that when she got on the stand, she couldn't remember it. Girl, they saying that it seems like that she's a little bit, she put all the rules out about how we're going to do this, we're going to be on time for this, we're going to be on time for that, no excuses for this and for that and for this, right? But yet then she has been giving them, the state, a little bit leeway, Be ready by Friday. Nobody was ready by Friday. Be ready by the, okay, well, this only take 10 minutes. Get them to this in 10 minutes. No. Get it out of here. I'm sorry. We're not accepting that. But I think that when she does that is because she did not touch on it or, put a demand on a certain, topic of how she's going to allow things to happen and not allow things to happen. So, I don't know, maybe she came in there a little bit too fast, like, well, maybe she did that. So, but I was watching, everybody is, yeah, okay, we got a good one now. This is going to be a good judge. And they not even halfway there. It's pretty much restarting this whole case. So now they're going through what she will allow and not allow on the evidence that they're trying to revamp. All this redacted and stuff, and we just only gonna show this part and this part, and you're like, oh Lord, oh my. So, but it has taken over, social media. It really has. So, I am waiting, for R. Kelly's situation to resume and continue to stay up on top of that and see which way that's going to go. It's what, coming now close to 5 years, 6 years almost, yeah. So that's what I'm waiting on, man. All this other stuff is just mere minor entertainment for me that I refuse to get that far, caught up in it. Ain't no way. Ain't no dollar amount in the way. Sometimes you got to turn down $1 for certain things, man. Like, oh, no, no, and no. You think the judge is biased? I think that, and well, it's kind of hard to say right now, though. It really is because she's combing through a lot of stuff that went on with Judge Glanville. So she's combing through it to see what was sensible to do. I think that she's also combing through it to make sure that the juror do not get any confliction, in stories. What I mean by that, he's she's acknowledged the fact that he's been granted immunity, right? As long as he takes the stand to testify on what he's got to testify against, right? Or for, I should say. So she's combing through that. And she can't sit there and allow any and everything in for a juror to hear, to gain their conviction against those boys. So I wouldn't say that she's being biased right now. I really wouldn't. It's kind of fair to me. It's kind of a fair game to me. Let me hear. Nope, take that out. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, did you send this to the defense? Do they have this? Okay, well, guess what? Nope, it's too late. It's not going to be, so, I don't see the bias yet. Not just yet. Now, if she starts back letting things become admissible that the defense do not that the defense object to, and she showed consistency of allowing a lot of the state, then I would call bias. Hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on. Then I can see that. But there's been some objections, and she's taken time, I think, to take it in her note, review it before she makes a final decision on allowing it or not. I've heard her say, okay, well, what part? I've heard her say, no, we're not going to do all of this whole video for this or that. Pick out what you think is going to be validating, supporting evidence for your cross-examination or the defense. Make sure that they know what part you're going to be doing your questioning and cross-examining, on. So I don't know. I don't see that. But I agree with you on that. The trial is definitely a big joke. It's a big slap in the face. It's a learning experience for the entirety of human populated people that are out here watching it. There's a lot that everybody should be writing down that is indulging or in that type of lifestyle, so that if something happens to cross your path where you end up in that type of situation, there's references right there that they're building for people. Get your library, start building your library up. That's if you in that type of socialism part of the world. If you're out there and you want to be doing all this shit, there's a lot to take out of this, preparing yourself in case you're caught in a situation like this. Will it work all the time? Hell, they might even make a damn Woody's a law, a bill. I don't. They just might. Will it change up how district, what do you call those people? Interrogating, I guess they're DA, I don't know what they are. Detectives, yeah, detectives, um, do their interrogation? It just may. You just may have yourself up under a oath now doing interrogation. You just may have to sign documented paperwork saying that everything that you're saying is the truth. So with what Woody has done in the near future can change the method of how the detectives does interrogation now. This is how, once the seed is planted, what you do is focus on now how to build off of it, remodify it to make it better. There's no way that they are going to continue to allow people after this type of case that's been going on for many years now for another constituent to come in and play these type of games anymore. I don't think that they're gonna let it happen. If anything, if like he says that uh, everything that I've been telling him was a lie, because I'm not gonna get myself in trouble, and I sure in the hell. What did he say? He was connected. He loved threat, and from what I was reading on the Fox 5 Atlanta, they was like, well, that was the first time they ever heard a threat name come up, whoever that is, But they were shocked by that. It's like, boy, this boy's still dropping names and stuff out here. But anyways, you have to realize that the detectives will use this as a case study log. What did we do wrong? How can we fix this? They're going to the chalkboard. They're about to implement a whole nother way, in my opinion. I know I'm not saying it for a fact, of okay, we can't allow this to happen anymore. They're human beings too. They don't know whether if you are lying or telling them the truth. But one thing that they can do is write an affidavit for you to sign, saying that, everything that you say, here is this, you sign as the truth. It may happen. We will see. You say you can tell by looking at the video today, Woody was just babbling and making up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This whole meme and mockery and amusement about I don't recall. Now, I question that with a superior of mine, right? And I was told that based on his question that he asked Judge Whittaker, right? He asked her, okay, so anything that I say or whatever, it's not going to be held against me and I'm not going to be in trouble. And she replied, nope. So when she said that, she literally opened up this door for a whole new response and attitude from Woody. She opened this door up. So therefore, all of the stuff that he's been asked and on the witness stand by the state, right? Of course, we hear him going, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall. Now, the superior that I had spoken to and kind of just played little snippets of it, right, stated that that was probably the best thing that he could do right now. That's probably what's best. However, what I saw today was the state re-examining the old videotapes. Well, in those videotapes where they, in the interrogation, where they are redacting certain parts that they want to show, they don't want to show, right, is the parts where now they're hoping and trying to believe that this is what we can only do to try to convince this juror that this boy, um, in the interrogation in this year or whatever, was telling the truth. Everything that he's saying on the stand by using I don't recall is just, him lying now. Even though he did say, everything that I was telling them is a lie, is a lie. No, they're trying to show the juror what they believe he stated previously was the truth. So I don't either. I try to look at it, from a scope, and I don't know. I don't see it like that because it just seems like what was going on with them was contained to them. You know what I mean? It was contained to them. I don't. It's like they all knew each other. They all were, you know, uh, uh, music together, or they were friends at some point in time, or at this point in time. To me, I'm not hearing where the ops are. They became ops within their own group. You know, so that's the part that has me a little puzzled about the gang thing. Yeah, you see them on some of the videos, with the hand and the finger movements and things like that. But I'm trying to, where's the ops at? The real ops, like the disciples and the vice lords, like where's that at? However, so that I don't put out any misleading information. Vice lords were not built on being bad people. That's not what vice lords. That's not how they were created. That's not what they were set out to do. Coming from up under the Muslim nation like that, they were supposed, been brothers and this and that. I'm not going to get into all of that freaking story about that when I know it, but I ain't finna get off into that shit. But I don't know. So I guess having guns, and I guess shooting guns, and I guess fighting each other, or fighting someone that they don't like, that separated themselves from association with these people, that makes them a gang. I don't know. Gang affiliation is it can have so many components to it, so I don't know. I don't see, I don't think I don't remember seeing many tattoos on him or anything that would represent any gang sign, or yeah, the tattoos that I think he had, and he tried to explain those, but they didn't want to accept that. It's like, oh, what is this, this and that. So I don't know, and I don't know nothing about a young thug or a nut or none of the, like, all these names were new to me. As much music I listen to, I was like, what they sing, what they do, I ain't know shit about them. Not one damn song or nothing. So I was like, okay, well, maybe this is the younger crowd that kind of knows this stuff, but no, I didn't know. I didn't know that they was rapping. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. This shit is crazy. Crazy, crazy. So, and it is what it is. I just look at it as entertainment. I don't know, and I can't say who should be let free and who should stay in there. Have no idea. Not on that. And I just, would rather not say, because I don't know their lives. I don't know what they did. And that's why you have the juror up in there to make that dang on decision. But it's just crazy because it's all everywhere. I'm going to tell you where I have not seen it at: in the newspapers. They ain't write much about it in the newspapers. And I see plenty of newspapers from around the states, everywhere. They're not on, hey, beauty. Hey, honey, why you not in the blue? What's going on with your name? And I don't even think that I can do anything about it. I can't even because I'm froze on my other phone. Why are you not in the blue? Did you unblue yourself? Because my other phone is frozen, so I can't even do it. That's what I want to know. Why you not? Did you unblue you? Hmm. You finally got a chance to catch. Yeah, yeah. What up with you, girl? I'm on here kicking it with Petey, a few others that's still sitting in the chat. Harlem's still sitting in here somewhere. I know she got to get herself ready for bed. I don't know where Muddy went. Muddy was in here. She probably done dozed off too. Uh, uh, but I just popped on to say hello to everybody, see how everybody is doing. That's all. I'm enjoying the lead attorney's take on it. The lead attorney can break the law down so well, you guys. And then he has his follow up story behind it so that there is extremely clarity in the law, and you can just, he's just so smooth and genuine and, no shit. Like, he's not a shitter with it. It makes it so easy for the company that he keeps over there to grab it, like really grasp what is what pertaining to the law. Now, that attorney that has been suspended for a while, he did have a lady come on his show. She hit the link, and this lady was saying something about the Woody's attorney was also her attorney, and she had given him quite a bit of money to retain her. And this retaining was for him to help her son. Her son has been sitting in jail on, I think she said, assault or something. And then, of course, the gun charge. He got caught with the gun and things like that. So he was originally supposed to have been doing 3 to 5 years or something like that. And she ended up being redirected to Woody's attorney, Melnick or something like that, and where he kind of, gave her the dream that most parents wants to hear when it's your baby, right? Which is, you know what, we can get them off sooner than that. And she dropped 15 bands to him, and turns out that he ended up getting 8 years or so messing with this guy. Well, I guess a habeas corpus was in play with everything while he is still representing him. But she had learned that he had got issued a little bit of discipline for a matter of fact, I have the paperwork for that. Yeah, I do. But it's on my phone, and my phone is frozen. So once she found out that he was about to do these 6 months of suspension on his license from the bar association, right? It turns out, I guess she went to try to contact him because she was, I guess, promised or told. I'll use both of those words. She was told or promised that, we do the habeas corpus, and we're going to have him out of here no later than September. Well, September is nearing here in the future, and he ended up having his license removed from his possessions to practice law for 6 months. Well, September is less than 6 months away. We're talking almost January, February or so, right? So what do I do about my son? You told me September. Well, you can't be around. So she, I guess, attempted after learning this information to reach out to him to get more information. What do we do? How do we do? And blah, blah, blah. And the lead attorney advice, not practicing as an attorney. His advice, along with the young lady that sits with him up there, what's her name? VA, something like that. Said, that she should probably reach out and try to get a refund on her fund, on her money for that, and probably retain someone else under that habeas corpus, right? And so she was taking her notes pretty good and everything, but she says that when she tried to reach out to him, he hung up on her, so she was unsuccessful with getting information from the attorney Malnick about where do we go, what's going on. So maybe she can continue to reach out to him, but right now, she was advised that she put it on a credit card. So you might want to call your credit card company, as they were suggesting, and put a freeze on that payment, because she did say that the payment was still pending, and things like that. So I don't know, but I guess, when is Woody's attorney supposed to be presented? Is it tomorrow? Did they get him a new attorney? I don't know. You did miss some of the trial today, but from what you heard, the video was talking about threat, Tay and himself as the thugs shooting up stuff. Is that the part? That's the part where he said that he had to shoot back, right? Because he had his baby and his baby's mother with him or something. So he was just protecting himself, and and their safety, as far as what I kind of got out of it. And I guess that would make sense now. Um, I guess that won't lead to any other charges behind that, with um, those other boys, because he's clearly stating that you know being released from jail and stuff like that, was he supposed to be in the possession of a gun? Or it's a whole lot. It's just a lot, but on Fox 5, Atlanta, girl, they was up in there cutting up, talking about some. If Woody shows up with a white T-shirt on, that means he's about to lie. If he shows up with the suit on, he's about to tell the truth. So he ended up. So I was waiting on that though, Petey. Right? I was waiting, girl, because it was like, okay, they finna come on. I clicked on the TV while I was getting dressed. Girl, he showed up in a suit. I was like, nah. They were literally over there, girl, betting it, honey. Betting it. If he shows up in this white T-shirt, he's gonna come up there with all of this buffoonery. But if he shows up in a suit, he's gonna be about that business and tell the truth. And I clicked the TV out. He was in his suit. Now, social media, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he would he be monetized. 'Cause you have to realize, when you do your TikToks, I believe Harlem could correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I'm not sure. Those are, your shorts and stuff like that. I don't know if that's part of the algorithm with YouTube and all this stuff, where you develop your payments if you're monetized. So I don't know. He doesn't talk about whether if his channels are monetized or anything like that. He doesn't talk about all of the shows that he's been on, because he has been on a lot of interviews, baby. I mean, big panel views. When I tell you, oh God, I'm like, oh my God, like this channel here, this guy here, he's got like 72,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? So he's out there. So I'm wondering, well, does he charge for, to be interviewed? I'm wondering, but he's getting money. He's getting money now. He was broke. And I can imagine, like, I wonder how many people, I don't know, paying for the lunch. Buying, I don't know. I would wonder, but they say what's in the dark will come to light. You say those, the press run interviews, yeah. Yeah. You say who trial is going good? This whole YSL trial, you know. So I just be peeping in on it, here and there. One thing that I am proudly to say that, you know, I'd rather be on this side of the fence to where you just click on it, touch on it generally with the public out here and move on with your life. That's one thing that I know. There is no way in hell. I still try to understand it. I mean, come on, y'all. Look at all of the white media people that we have seen in our time. I ain't never seen white media go and connect and place themselves inside so closely to us. They go, they get the story, boom, 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 bang, 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 they bring it back, put it on the news. You turn on 2579, 32, 6, whatever channel you want. We watch it, they moved on. They done grabbed another story. They grab another story. It's different every day. Some of them come back, give you a recap on it. They gone, I don't know what's up with black folks. I don't understand this shit. I really don't get it. Get your story, report it, move on with your life. When you are so stuck and close and embedded and put yourselves flat center in the mix of other people, personal or business like that, right? You missing out on some more growth in your life. You're missing out on a whole lot of shit. I'm like, who finna do that? But people have the black puppet, these black medias, they got time for this shit, and I can't understand it. I cannot understand this shit at all. I'm like, ain't you got the vacuum? When you gonna dust? Ain't you got a family reunion to go to? Ain't nothing. Who in the hell is about to get and go every day? Every day. That job is for those people that I guess, go the attorneys and you got family members that don't even show up every day to a freaking court here. I can't understand. I can't understand it. But, I find, these are people, a choice of career now, I guess, or whatever. You go right on ahead, but baby, it's a family reunion going on over there. You got an auntie over there you ain't seen in about 10 years that you probably done been arguing with for 20 years. Why don't you go patch that up? What about your nieces and nephews and nothing? I just saying, I have not never seen the white media plant themselves inside of a case like that in your extra spare time. You done made an appointment to meet up for dinner and lunch and bro, who in the fuck? I don't get it. It's strange. Maybe it's a development of something new, changing the things up. Now I ain't lying. I'm gonna piss myself if I start seeing a bunch of, the white people, doing it. Cause I'll be like, what the fuck? Can y'all imagine that shit? I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. Do you? And another thing is like we already have our own personal limited or over the limited stress that we got to deal with and this and I'm like, what the? I ain't never seen mean people go to God don't even ain't even in church on a regular basis like this. But I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It is what it is, though. So I be catching some of Dennis stuff too. I don't see Dennis on every day. I don't, after he goes and covers the trial, then I may see him pop on and as it, I don't know. Listen here. I just want to watch it like y'all, just a little bit, not too much, because I can't get away from my real life. Mm-mm. You say, do you think the investigator were pressuring him to give them a big fish? It depends. You say pressuring. I think that it worked. I think it went both ways. Petey. I think it went both ways. I think that he offered um, to tell a story. He offered he volunteered to give his story as, I don't know, truthful or dishonest as he can be, which led to a more in depth interrogation. That's what I believe. Words are catchphrase. You can say one word and bingo, a light is going to come on, just like it does in the courtroom when he speaks. If you are telling a story and there's a word or two or maybe three that they have not heard on the streets or by someone else report or something, this is new information. Yes, they're going to try to pressure him and get more information. The more information, it's called building. Let me see if I can give you an example. It's like building the Sears Tower. Let me put it that way, right? Yes, you had an architect who drew it up and finalized that this is where it's going to be. However, it may have been an oversight somewhere, or or corrections that need to be done. So you'll have the board sitting around at this table saying, "Oh, well, we missed this. Well, what? We shouldn't put that window there. Let's move that window there. You know what? So now they got to rebuild it. We got to remodify it. Now we got to get more questions out. We got new information. Yes, you're going to be pressured into it. Yes, they're going to put pressure on there. Well, they keep locking him up because he won't be quiet. He is a straddler. He need to pick a struggle. Do you want the clout chasing, or do you want these people to leave you alone? So stop offering information. What is he doing? Let's go back to the courtroom. Pay attention to if they ask him a question. He will answer some of the questions that he sees fit the need to answer. This is their strategy. So it's going to be one or two words with what he is saying. They're going to take those one or two words and expound on it, develop another question for him, and another question, and another. So, like, if he would limit what he say to possibly a yes or a no, and if he wants to expound on a reasoning pertaining to something specifically, okay, fine, but you got to limit it. Did you see Jane Blow come out of the barbershop? I can't say that I'm for sure that I did or I didn't. It's been so long ago. It's possible that I might have not. He did not even offer them any information. I didn't offer you any information or anything. She may come back. Well, what time did you see them come out? I just stated to you. I can't be sure. Maybe I did. I don't remember. That's been some time ago. Bam. Leave it alone. Don't come up on there saying, well, it was 5 girls and I could. No. One was wearing blue hair. No. Don't offer the information. Well, was it blue hair down to her mid back or to her butt or to the ankles? Well, maybe it was down to her ankles. Well, guess what? You just gave them the description, not even knowing that you're thinking you're answering the question to what they're asking, but you're actually giving them the description to the girl that they have with other witnesses saying that she was at the goddamn barbershop. Ah, but like you say, most of his answers now, since he had got clarity from the judge about his immunity, is I don't recall. I don't recall, which is Probably the best thing for him right now. To the outside world, yeah, it's looking like a circus up in there when he's on there. But this may be working for him. I don't recall. I don't recall. Why are the 2015 videos and stuff being readdressed and reshown um, to this juror with certain parts of it being redacted is a mystery to me. I don't know. One, because I believe that this juror has not changed. I have not heard them mention of any numbered juror being replaced by another numbered juror. So therefore, if they have previously showed all of these, right, these videos, and now they're in a new session with the judge giving out the rules of how this is going to go, where everything from the previous is gone, how can you erase something that someone has already previously seen, but you instruct them to just pay attention to what is being presented at this date and so on, right? Or in the video, let's use the number. They're listening to the video from 2315 to 2379. Just pay attention to that part. How can you make the brain stabilize to focus just on that when you've actually seen and heard the entire video already? It just doesn't make sense to me. In order for this judge to actually start it fresh and allow them to redact portions of a video, to me, you need a whole new juror. You need a whole new juror that was not there during the time with Judge Glanville or whomever have seen these videos. I don't think that they should be there. I don't care about you saying what can be redacted. It's already processed and stored in their minds. And some things that was said and done, it's not that easy for a human to just erase it and let it go bye-bye. Poof. It's not that easy to do. That's just like me coming down the street to your house, Petey, and I'm pulling up in a stolen vehicle. I got on all red, and I pick you up, and we go out. But some things happen. Now you in court, and you're the juror, and I'm getting convicted of this stolen vehicle. But the judge is telling you, don't pay no attention to the color of the clothes that she had on and where y'all been. But you're the juror and you got to hear this. But you already know the whole story. You already know what color I had on. You already know what time I came to your house. You already know. So you can't sit on as a juror on me. I think that, I mean, fair is fair. I mean, I don't know if it can be done or if it's a realistic thing to do in the court. Hell, and I know that, well, no, I know it can't be done because he is not on the stand at, he's not the one that is being tried. Okay, so I guess, no, he can't do that, but let's just hypothetically, um, let me hypothetically say this, right? If the shoes were on the other foot, let's just say if Woody was the one that was being prosecuted, right? Uh, he should be able to. I need to do a jury selection. That's what I'm not sure. And by me not being sure about it, that would be one of my, I don't know, I have to have my attorney put a motion in. Listen here, I need a whole new juror for me to testify as a star witness up here. I have to try to change the game up, Petey. Petey. Hold on, cause that juror that done heard all my shit. I need a whole new juror since the judge done changed the rules. We need a whole new juror. We need to exchange the juror out. But sorry. That's just how I feel about it. Those jurors have been tainted already. They done listened to quite a bit of stuff already through the Judge Glanville term up in there. So before they expired him, but listen, since we doing this all new juror. Sorry, they got to go. But that's just me. But yeah, it's quite interesting, you guys. But Petey, I love you. Beauty, love you. Thanks for coming through, girl, and vibing with me tonight here on One Papoose live chat. And I hope that you guys have hit the like button on the channel. I appreciate it. Miss Brown, all of you guys, Muddy, Lavelle, all you guys that came through, Claudine, my girl, came through. All of y'all, I appreciate it. Sheila, Zoe was in the house tonight. And you know what? Sherry M, thanks for coming through. And all of my, Marquin came through. And all of my trolls, sometimes I like when they come through. They were pretty good tonight. They ain't do nothing crazy, asking me questions, and some of them I don't mind answering. So they was not disrespectful. So shout out to the wonderful trolls that came through, you guys. But I need to retire now, and it's time to lay down because I got to get up and do this again. I've been preserving my energy because what is South Carolina? 13? I got another long drive. We're doing another long drive here. You know what I was thinking about doing? Maybe I'll go live, strike a conversation with Mister, and just let y'all listen in on him. I had him actually listening to YSL coming back in from Memphis, right? From when did we go to Tennessee? Yeah. So I had him listening in. And y'all, he was all into it and just talking away and talking away. So maybe I can, capture some times with that and share that with you guys. However, um, you will not hear me responding to any of your questions or anything in the chat. The chat will just be running. Sometimes I may have to go on mute with it or whatever, but so that I can, he don't like being engaged, but I got him engaged that time and he was listening. And then there's a lot of things I can say. He's a smart man, a smart one. Right. And, listening to some of him explaining a lot of things of sort, which that I may not know dealing with this court system, because like I say, he's a whiz with it. He knows this crap more than me. Um, I never thought that I would have this much interest in the court of law like this, because I'm not going to be, crossing my fingers, getting into any trouble, or I don't know and don't have many family members that I know of that is in this type of level of dealings with the law and the courts. So it's like, some of it just becomes brand new. My level of dealing with the laws and things happens to be with labor, and it's kind of similar, same method, I guess I should say, but different effect, so it's just that. So, but quite interesting, huh? You say, who we talking? We won't put no name out there. Ain't no names. No names in the chat. No names in the chat. So, but love you, girl. Stay safe. Where my girl always at. I hope you feel better. Get better. And yes, I'm Team Tiff until the feds actually come and with their case against her, not the public population out here. I ain't studying with, because these people can build up some propaganda. They can build it up. It's very easy to get on the hate train. And I can't do hate train isms, especially when I do not know a person personally. You never know whether if someone has a good motive or a bad motive unless you are entirely inside of their life. And because we can all talk shit, we can all, be a character on these YouTube streets and or Instagram streets and everywhere else. So that's not me. I'm not quick to turn on the judging light bulb. I just can't do it. And we have authorized people out here in those careers that is trained to become professional people to get the job done for us. So it's like I ain't stepping out of too many pair of my shoes to go and do this. But I be listening to those channels, y'all, and half of them you can easily depict this is for the money. And that's fine. Everybody, wants to make a dollar or two. But when you can decipher whether if this is for the money or you really are out here putting the content out for awareness on Super Tiff, just put your awareness out here and the information on that you found on your researching tool, but it's not just her. It's a lot of people. It's just the world. Like you don't know, but it's being done. Before I go though, I'm gonna drop this last little bonus, how I feel. I periodically will catch kaleidoscope stuff, and I feel the same way of what I just spoke on. She doesn't. I don't think, and I wouldn't. I don't think so. Know R. Kelly to the extent where she or I or a lot of people out here have been in his presence throughout his life. So a lot of her capturing of the stories that she put out is coming from her research toolbar, right? She's researching, she's putting them together. So these are her, to me, presumptions of what she may think that a lot of people have lied about or did not do. For me to find concrete um, belief in propaganda, I have to hear it from the horse's mouth, not anybody else's. You ain't been there. You don't know. And as I watch and I see her paste up hundreds and pictures of people, and then copy paste her story to it about, well, you did this and you did that and you did this and you did that. R. Kelly can do this on his own. He knows what happened to him. He has his story. And he hasn't given it to anybody else to have concrete rights to his story about what you think and how you think and this may feel. Yes, we all seen Tasha K have her involvement in this BOP stuff that's going on. R. Kelly has spoken on that. Why isn't that not enough? He knows which way he's got to aim to get prevailness for. He spoke on it. He said it was this person. For anybody to come out to expound on it or to develop their stories about how it happened, when it happened. Yes, we did our research and that's fine. But that's for his attorney to do, that type of work, and then relay it back to R. Kelly for him to have much more understanding of that situation, which I believe is happening, and respectfully, I watch her content, and to me, it can become just as confusing as what people are watching in this YSL case. Everybody wants an input in some things where, like, you shouldn't have an input. I also saw her not too long ago where I don't know. This is how I feel about it, and you can F my feelings because feelings don't get you anywhere. But it's she's rehashing, and rightfully so if she chooses to do so as a right, with the Sylvia and the Randa stuff that previously had happened years ago, right? So she rehashes that, and I think that that's only being done because of Randa having her situation going on with Bookham. And what she's showing is that every time they have their input and output against each other, I'm going to put this back out to rehash something that Randa or Sylvia had done years ago, as part of their involvement in, the R. Kelly situation, right? So this what makes me want to, I'm looking at Kaleidoscope like side eyes. Everybody picture is up, but she kind of informs as the people like Bookham is clearly innocent in a whole lot of stuff. And I'm talking about even the buffoonery that went on out here. So that there, I can't swing with that, man. It's like that's some bias there. Now that's some bias shit there, Petey. Like how is it that hundreds of people possibly seeing his character, but there's nothing wrong with his character if you leave it up to a Kaleidoscope, because she never calls out anything that he has said or possibly done out here in the street. So I can't get that. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. I just can't do it. Yeah, since 2020. Yeah, you about right. Hey, Jason, you about right. But there's some reality to that too, though, Jason. And it's been since 2020, and at some point, you have to ask yourself sometimes, really, like, what is it really all for? What is it? What are we gonna get out of it? We just gonna keep having the ha 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 shows, which they're funny. Don't get me wrong, they're funny as hell. They're funny. I be laughing and shit, Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just YouTube. So you just treat it as such. It's YouTube, you know. But you still have to be careful on YouTube. I understand that. But I just don't like the way that she does, and that's just me, and I'm entitled to not like it, where she has the most developing and credible stories pertaining to R. Kelly situation, and it's like, stop naming and putting all these people and this or that all out there. The people names that R. Kelly has brought up and spoken on, and the names that ended up in the um, paperwork, as far as back from 2008, and those and this or that, those are the people that needs to be having if you choose to address, it's like those people stick to what's in, it was involved in, and who was involved in the freaking paperwork. It's the paperwork. It was written up, documented. Stick to those people that decided to put them people in there to go and say and do these things against or to R. Kelly. Those people. Because all of these people around these YouTube and instead of bringing out their names and people did this, ain't nothing happened to these people. Nothing. But you're building a story. So, and I get it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, oh, y'all, it is 10:30. Good night, and good night. Don't forget to hit the like button once again. Don't forget, from time to time, y'all shoot me an email so I can say hello to y'all. But as soon as I'm done with my summer having fun and enjoying the states, like I say, I will be in South Carolina this coming weekend. So once I put out what city and where I'm at, if you're close by, come on, swing by, say hello, what's up, talk to your girl, holler at your girl, stuff like that. And Baltimore coming there. What's the name of the other? What did I say? I know I'll be in Buffalo before the summer's out, New York. Rochelle, I'll be in Rochelle, New York, as well. So I don't have Mississippi or the South, that part, on my schedule to complete my summer traveling. Y'all have a good night. Stay prayed up, as they say. Don't forget, stand up to be counted is still having her the Bible talk over there if you're interested. Wonderful programs that she be delivering out here. Her teachings are magnificent, easy to understand, and inspirational. When you're feeling down, you need to hear that word, go over there. Even when you're feeling up and you want to continue your word, go ahead and click and give Stand Up some views over there and possibly join her channel. Subscribe. Sir Miguel posts up his inspirational quotes and pieces of his teachings out here also. Planning, it on your mind and your heart. Even though we can continue to go down the right road, sometimes we may steer off a little bit, but they can bring you back just by those little words. And that's all I got to say. Bye, Jason. You were late too. I'm gonna find you. You're late, boy. You're late. You're late. You're late. You're late. Gotta go, you guys. Bye. Peace out.